Welcome back everyone to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how I used OneNote within my trading journey and how it helped me a lot. I'm also still using it day to day. I'm never probably going to stop utilizing it because it's really important that, as a trader, especially in your early trading journey, that you're able to, log everything, how charts looked on a particular day, in particular to your model. So it's really important to be doing this on a consistent basis because at the end of the day, it's about treating trading like a business. And studying the people who are winning, I realized that they're really organized and they always have everything with record keeping and all those kind of things. Something else is that for when I'm tracking my transactions and things like that, the trades I've taken, commission costs, analytics, that's going to be on a separate spreadsheet. If you guys want to pick up that spreadsheet, I'll have it linked down below. With that template, you can track all your trades, transactions, everything. It'll give you practically all the information you need in a really simple to and easy to use manner. So you guys could let me know if you guys want me to make a video on that spreadsheet template. I'll definitely do that. I made one, earlier back in the day, but I could definitely make a newer one now. That way you guys can see, how I personally utilize it in my day-to-day trading. But jumping right into this, so here's my OneNote. And the way I have it organized, as we can see here with the notebooks on here on the left, I have my trading journal. And then here I have some personal things. And I also have physical notebooks as well. I highly recommend you guys get some physical notebooks. So for example, let me show you guys here, as you guys can see on the camera. Let me see if I can put it. So it says ICT mentorship and all these different things. I even have some trading psychology courses from Randy Howell. I highly recommend you guys check them out as well. So it's really important to not only have a digital notebook, but a physical one also helps a lot within your trading journey, especially, in the beginning. So here, the way I have it organized is I have my mentorships, any digital type of notes. I also have any trading business info, because as a trader, you have to remember this is a business. So you want to make sure you have all the knowledge necessary to understand tax implications and many other different factors. And then I have my trading logs, which you're seeing currently. These are all the trades that I take. I have it divided a week by week basis. And here's an example here where I have the ticker, then I have the date of the trade, and then I have the date as it was as a word rather than a number. And then I also have if I was onside or offside probability, or also break even. Many of you might be asking as to why am I saying onside probability rather than just saying win or stopped out in general. When I was watching Randy, he really talked about how changing your perspective of, because in reality, we're not winning or losing. It's just were you on probability or were you offside probability? That's really what it is. So that really shifted my perspective in my trading and how I take even like losses, because now they're not losses. It's just really probability wasn't in my favor on that specific day. So I would go back test and really understand what did I do wrong, or was it's just the market at the end of the day. So this really helped my perspective. But the way I have it organized in relation to live trading, my notebooks, so it's going to be, you simply just have to create a new page, and then you're going to be putting the week that you're trading. And then from here, like I said before, it's simply the ticker, the day as a word, and then what happened during that day for a specific transaction. And then what I do here is that I put the 1 minute chart at the top here, and then the 15-minute on the bottom left, and then on the right side is going to be the 1 minute of the dollar. So that way, if I go back in and I see, what was I looking at for that day specifically, that way I have a full sort of perspective on how I was going into that day with annotations and everything. It's really important to have that. So for example, here this day, see I went long here, got stopped out here, with my target being this main draw really up here. But, I put my stop loss below this low, and then I got stopped out, which is totally fine. And then here on the right side, I just provide a brief explanation of what happened during that day. So for example, here it says price was extremely below midnight open. As we can see here, this transaction happened just before the macro open, and we're really below that midnight open. We're also below 10 a.m. opening price. So you have a double discount, as I call it. And then I also say that the key giveaway was how price violated bearish PD arrays. As we can see here, we have this SIBI, which converted into an inverted fair value gap. We trade through it, and we trade into this larger busy. And then I also say here that we took sell side liquidity on our way down, which is our model that I follow, specifically my personal model. and DXY was also moving in the opposite direction, which we want to see. So that's really important to have that as a guide going in through the day. And then I said that one caveat was I probably should have placed my stop loss below this low. I sort of got scared. Um, in reality, I should have just put it here and that was it. And then, take the draw up here. But it's fine. Like I said before, if I have my specific goals in place of what I'm looking for day to day, it's also really important you guys have a daily goal and a weekly goal. This helped me tremendously in my trading because I would sort of just trade blindly and I just, hope to be on top at the end. But when I realized that I have a certain max risk parameter and then a profit parameter that I'm looking for the week, it really took away a lot of the FOMO. So really it's just organizing your trades like these and then, 1 minute on the top and then have another screen. You split that with the 15-minute of the same, ticker that you're looking at and then the dollar index. So jumping over to my personal backtesting log, this is how I'm practically backtesting my models. I just go in with the rewind tool and then I see how the days where my model really worked well. And as you can see here for the Japanese yen dollar, all I simply did was create another notebook called a personal backtesting log. And then from there, the time that I'm looking at for my model. So for example, we obviously know that for the ICT silver bullet model, it's from that 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then the 2 to 3 p.m. And then I also have a JPY model that I'm following personally, which is the 8:30 to 9:30 session. That's absolutely perfect for at least for my personal setup. And then for these back testing models, I simply just put the 1 minute on the left and the 15-minute on the right. Since these, like I said, these trades are more on the scalping side, so I don't need as much information. But I put notes here. For example, I said take note of how we displaced, and I really give a lot of information so that way going in when I'm reviewing a lot of these back testing days, I have enough information to really understand what was my mindset going in. And then as we can see here, I says price was extremely above midnight open. And then something else to note is how we were above 8 p.m. open. So it was like I said before, when you're looking at your trades, if you utilize that power of 3 where you combine the midnight open and the current hour that you're trading, it's a really good combination to be utilizing in your trading. But really that's it. Simply a short setup, long setup, the day as a word, and then how I was looking at it going into the day. You guys can see here. If you guys want me to share these notes, I could definitely share them. You guys let me know, and I'll see if I can set up something so you guys can get access to all these notes, maybe like a PDF. But drop a comment down below if you guys want me to do that. And then, but really, this is how I organize it: description on the right, like I did with the live trading, and then the picture on the left with just a simple description. Because I didn't want to make this really overly complicated. I just wanted something really simple to where I can go back, quickly view how I was looking at it, how my model looks like. It's really that simple. And then I have like my trading routine here. For example, here's my model, as you guys can see. I have specific rules that I have to follow. It's really important that you guys have your model somewhere where you actually written out step by step, because it needs to be this very binary, simple process that you do day to day. That consistency, treating it like just a job, that's all it is, that you're functioning day to day, is going to make your trading, your performance really improve a lot more. So I simply, have be wary of the macros and the half hours, no more than 2 losses per day. But remember, like I said, think about it like just being offside probability. That's it. That's all you have to think about. And then this is how I build my framework going into the day and the time frames that I'm looking at. These are also some other rules of engagement that I need to utilize, and then how I can scale up with equity management, because you have to understand that really another important thing is how well you manage your money. If you're not managing the equity in your account properly, you're going to blow it really fast, or it's really just going to stay stagnant. So for example, if I win a trade, I increase the leverage. So the original leverage, let's say, for example, it's just one contract, or it's only a $50 risk. Let's say I win a trade, I would bump that up to maybe $55 or $60 total risk. That way I'm slowly compounding it up. But if I lose a trade, I'll just go back down to that original, the lowest leverage, which ICT talked about in a video. I highly recommend watching his trading psychology and money management video. Really, really good. And then, yeah, it's just keeping those charts clean, marking anything closest to the session, because I'm sort of like a hybrid between a scalper and then a day trader, something between the two. But that's really my model, if as you guys can see here. But let me know if you guys want. I could definitely get a PDF and share this with you guys. All right, we're gonna head over to psychology now, and in this tab, I just really have any type of psychology work. And like I said before, I do have a physical notebook that I also do. But I keep a lot of the important things that I love to see, day to day, where if it's really important, I really like to overview it before going in the day. So for example, I have ICT's training psychology video and the effective journaling. This really helped me a lot to, especially in my earlier days, develop and really grow my psychology. Because at the end of the day, we have to realize trading is literally 90-80% um, psychological. The technical aspect is so minimal, but it's really more of a psychological endeavor rather than a technical one. And then I just always keep emotions in check, follow the system and its rules, manage that risk properly, and only operate during specific hours. And also don't be distracted, because many times if the market is a little slow, you might want to go on social media or these different things, but you have to be locked in. You can't sort of get distracted by outside things. And then I have some videos here that I watch. I have Randy Howell, and then I have some Jared Tendler, and I also have a TED Talk from William Green. So these, I go back to these, time from time. It's similar like a book. You read a book once, but reading a book one more time again, you sort of learn something new. So it's the same thing with this. I sort of go back and I, review and see what else could I've learned. But that's really it. This is how I track everything, from a visual note-taking standpoint. It's really simple, really clean. And like I said, if you guys want me to make a video on my template as well, I could do that. Show you guys how I'm personally tracking my trades and the analytics. And also let me know if you guys want me to make a PDF for all these notes. I could definitely share this with you guys all for free. Don't worry about paying or anything like that. And yeah, I hope this video was insightful to all of you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.